UCA as an apex body has been concerned for some years because
we have to look at a successful cooperative model. And the successful cooperative model in the region is in Kenya. Now, in Kenya, we have one regulator. And I would also believe that we should have one regulator for the cooperatives. If one entity is reporting to a multiple of agencies, there will be a problem. So my advice is that this meeting of today is very timely. The cooperators need to sit together, look at the law, and they should be able to identify the problems involved in multiple reporting and multiple supervision, and also come up with their wishes. You know, these cooperatives are private entities. They are member-owned. They are member-controlled. They're organic. They know the problems that they have. I don't think it will augur well for a cooperative from Kasese to come to Kampala to bring details to, say, a regulatory authority. And the regulatory authority has not enough power to move down to Kasese to start regulating these circles.
And as an apex body, we have a legal mandate. Section 29 of the Cooperative Societies Act, as amended, says that the Board of Uganda Cooperative Alliance shall engage government on matters of policy relating to the cooperative movement. And that's the reason as why we are having this meeting today, to clearly consult and discuss with the cooperators on some of the critical issues that affect the cooperative movement. Most importantly, issues of the law and regulation of SACCOs, and also the taxation of SACCOs. If I'm to begin with the regulation, yes, regulation is very good, and the supervision of SACCOs. And all SACCOs, including the apex body, we really love the idea of regulation. However, regulation should be there to enable, as an enabler for the cooperative movement to flourish, but not to really strangle these SACCOs. If you are to go on the ground and interview the cooperatives, the SACCOs, they will tell you, because you see, this 30% was subjected to surplus. Cooperatives don't make a profit; they make a surplus. At the end of the day, when you have incomes minus expenses, what remains is a surplus, not a profit. And then, so that 30% ideally would be going to URA as taxes. But because of the exemption, the 30% goes to retained earnings to grow the equity base of these circles. So ideally, I can authoritatively tell you that because of this exemption, the circles have moved very fast. That's why today you are told that the circles, some circles are now bigger than the commercial banks. A case in point is Wazalendo Circle. It's bigger than like 5 banks. You talk of Ebirungi biri Mututi ni Mbarara. You talk of Ryamujungu, talk of Ruchiga, talk of Moyo, talk of Exodus, talk of URA, talk of Parliamentary Circle, YSAVE, Makerere University. These circles are bigger than the commercial banks. So it is because of the exemption that led to creation of the retained earnings, and then the equity base growth, and finally the circles are there. They have moved very far.
When you read these laws, you find that they are conflicting aspects. Okay, you find that again you have to register. I mean, you have to report to to register of cooperatives, and yet you are. Yet you have to also to report to the Bank of Uganda, and at the same time secure a license in Humra. So we are trying to discuss how do we harmonize these conflicting kind of aspects in these kind of laws. And of course, we are here today in this engagement to talk about that, to see how can we move forward, because we cannot have a sector that is divided, because for us these laws are intended to divide us. For us, the cooperative movement has to be a uniform force. and we have to move in one direction. So the point is to have a uniform regulator that is able to unite us.